We're chatting with our Over 40 and Fabulous Advisory Board, getting their take on living your best life and becoming your best self at any age. Hi, Dr. Tara.
Hey, how are you?
Tell me how you originally got interested in your career. What was that first spark?
Well, I was always interested in science.
Right.
So actually after college, I moved to Atlanta, worked for Emory's School of Medicine in their research department. I loved my job, but I was in a lab all day. So I think it was at that moment I realized that although I love the science, I needed a little more personal interaction with other people.
Okay.
So
yes.
that's when, being in medicine or being a doctor, I could, of course, use science, but of course, also talk to people all day.
Tell me, what is the most rewarding part of your job?
I get to give people a second chance. Being an advanced heart failure and transplant cardiologist, I'm usually their last resort. So I get to say, you know what, I think we have something else for you.
That must be incredible.
It is.
What has most surprised you about your profession? When you got into it, maybe you thought it was going one direction, but now that you're there, what surprises you?
Myself, I think. I think my mother was really afraid when I told her what I wanted to do with regard to being an advanced heart failure and transplant cardiologist because—
Was she afraid of the stress?
Well, she was afraid of the emotion. I've always been a very emotional person, and I think she probably thought that it would emotionally overwhelm me. But surprisingly, I've coped pretty well, I think.
How has that impacted your advice that you give for someone looking for their best life over 40? Those lessons you've learned, what can you share?
I think you should sometimes let your fear drive you. That was her fear for me, and honestly, it was kind of a fear for myself. But once I got into it, I knew this was my passion. This was what I was supposed to do. I don't know how to do anything else. This is it, And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I love what I do and I'm happy.